President Biden canceling another $7.7 billion in student debt this week. That brings the total debt canceled by the administration to $167 billion. Now, CBO Director Phillip Swagel is joining me now. Thank you. First of all, thank you for being here. But secondly, how is this being paid for?
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. The student loan cancellation policies announced by the administration are adding to the deficit. So they're being financed in the same way that the rest of the deficit is, some mix of tax revenues and then increased debt. We're selling debt both to Americans and to global investors.
So taxpayers will shoulder the $167 billion in student forgiveness. That's 3 times the budget of the U.S. Marine Corps, by the way. And the Penn-Wharton budget model is putting the cost at this for student forgiveness at $559 billion over 10 years. Is that what we're looking at? $500 billion to forgive debt for some?
Yeah, that's about right in the ballpark, and Penn-Wharton does good work. Maybe I'll just go through some of our analysis.
Yeah.
Well, the administration first had one plan, in some sense canceled by the Supreme Court. Then they've announced 2 other plans. One is an income-driven repayment plan, and that we estimated that as costing around $260 billion, and that's for both the outstanding loans and future loans. Mm-hmm. Then they had another cancellation policy that they've announced. They haven't implemented yet, but the president has said that will, in some sense, replace what the Supreme Court canceled. We have that at just over $130 billion. And then they announced recently that they're going to have another $74 billion of costs from previous loans, and such as the loans they've forgiven in the past were more costly than they had expected, and that's 74. So those together, 260, 130, 74, that gets close to the $500 billion figure.
So he's piecemealing this together. Take a step back. Is this financially sustainable?
Yeah, as you said, it's a bunch of pieces that come together, and there's lots of dollars involved. There's lots of student debt still outstanding. We face a really challenging budgetary situation. It's sustainable for now. We know that at some point it's not sustainable, the trajectory we're on, and these deficit increases contribute to that. But it's not, it's not like we have a crisis immediately at our doorstep. It's just a mounting crisis that over time needs to be addressed.
So could there be a scenario then where we need to raise taxes to pay for student debt forgiveness?
At some point, the 2 lines of revenues and outlays, spending and tax revenue, those lines have to come closer together. Right now, they're really far apart, like 6% of GDP apart. That can be done with more taxes, with more revenue. It can be done with lower outlays. Stronger economic growth would help. So there's lots of ways to do it. It's just a really big challenge because the trajectory is so unsustainable.
So on this vein of sustainability for the budget, I've seen an analysis, your analysis, that proposed the budget proposed by President Biden could save something like, $1.7 trillion in deficit spending over 10 years. But that's not lowering the debt itself. At what point does the spending become a crushing weight for Americans?
Yeah, and that really is the challenge, that, it's not at any one moment, right? We as a nation have the ability to undertake more policies, even if they're financed by more deficits and more debt. We did that recently with the security supplemental. That was nearly $100 billion for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. So we can do that, but it just makes the problem bigger and more challenging. So at some point in the future, we have to address it as a nation. I don't know exactly when, and that, in some sense, that's part of the challenge.
So paying as much as we are on interest on the federal debt, the interest payment itself is more than we spend on national defense. It's more than we spend on Medicare. It's more than we spend on Medicaid. It's more than we spend on kids. How critical is it to get that interest payment down going forward? What kind of drag is that on the economy?
Yeah, it's really it's a drag, as you said, and it's something that's rising. And both because we have more debt and we have higher interest rates than we had, say, several years ago. And the combination of those 2 things means that our interest payments are up. It also means we're more vulnerable. So if interest rates were to go up for whatever reason, that means that the interest payments would accelerate and pose even more of a challenge.
In the last 30 seconds, I want to get this in. Both Republicans and Democrats have passed spending bills going forward. You've testified in front of Congress, in front of both Republicans and Democrats. Is anyone listening?
Policymakers are aware of the challenging fiscal situation. So that's the good news. There's proposals for commissions, for legislation. We at CBO are here to support the Congress. But I think policymakers recognize the challenge, and we're here to support them as they address it.
Phillip, Director of CBO, I appreciate it. Thanks you for your time on all this, and we'll be watching for the next time you testify. Thank you very much.